Ford coupe. She had a racing Cam and a supercharged. Look at Buddy, hot rod at large. She's a hot rod. She's a hot rod. She's my hot rod.
You're a gem to have on because you know what's going on in the whole area.
Thanks for having me on, George. I appreciate it.
You're the best, and I got to tell you, the magazine is going over hot and heavy.
Yep.
I went in this morning. I stopped and saw my barber Kent, and I got my hair cut, and he says, "Where's my new magazine? It's the first." I says, "It'll be here. Just relax. I'll have to take them now that they're here. I got to take them."
Now that you got them, yeah, you got to stop by there.
I mean, everybody's liking them now. And the guy came in and sat down, waiting to get his haircut, said to me, "Hey, I saw you in Region Rise magazine." I don't have a hot rod anymore, but I never miss picking up a copy of that.
That's cool.
I says, "Really? Holy cow! What is this world coming to? Everybody knows you. Everybody."
Well, that's the whole idea. We want to get it out there.
I'm telling you. And your reporting is so concise. Everything is there. Plus, there's some really cool articles in there.
We try.
This is really good stuff. I see someone's got their yellow Jeep in there this month.
Well, I tell you what, everybody that was involved in the restoration of the Jeep really deserves what they're getting for it. Jeremy Bryant at Deviant Designs in Wheeler.
Yeah.
They did a fabulous job. The whole tub of the Jeep was tweaked. The firewall was pushed back 2 inches.
Ouch.
The whole tub had been completely tweaked.
What kind of train did you hit?
I rolled it over on Route 30.
Oh, God.
So, actually, I was going to ask you, with the restoration, everything gets unplugged for a while and the computer gets shut off. And then recently we've been trying to get the emissions, have to take it to admissions to get it passed, to get my license plates. And now the catalyst is failing to give a code. And they said the only way to do that is to get it up over 65 for an extended amount of time.
You have to get on the highway. There's a certain drive cycle. That's why a lot of people get fooled. They think they can trick the check engine light, and they'll just turn it off, and now I'll run and get my test. It won't work.
Well, the check engine light, everything is off. It's just failing to give the code.
Right, it's not ready.
It's not ready yet.
Exactly. So when you go and they plug in, they say, "Oh, you're not ready."
Exactly.
That's not a pass or a fail. That's a no test.
It's a no test. And I told the guy at the admission place, I said, "Have you ever driven a 4-cylinder Jeep on the expressway?"
Yeah, 65 in a 4-cylinder Jeep's a little tough.
It's a little tough. You got to be going downhill for about 6.5 miles with a truck pushing you behind you.
Or behind the truck sucking on his wind.
Exactly.
Getting sucked down the expressway because I tell you what. That's tough. That's tough driving.
It's tough driving, especially with the top off. You feel like you're on a motorcycle out there.
I think eventually, without going 65, you'll get it. It's going to take longer.
It's going to take a lot longer. Yeah.
Usually, it's a 2-day cycle. One cold, keep the gas tank under half a tank. I forget all the criteria. I have to look every time to tell people.
Yeah.
But when we fix their check engine light, then you tell them, "Oh, I'm going to run and get my test." Nope. You got to drive it.
You got to drive it, yep.
That computer has to understand you and learn your driving habits for a couple days.
Oh, I've been driving it for 2 months now since I got it back.
Oh, wow.
And driving it every day for an hour from Valparaiso to Munster, and then driving it for an hour back on the way back.
But look at the traffic we got between Valparaiso and here.
Oh, I know.
You can't go 45, let alone 65.
Especially down Route 30. It's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, that's not going to work.
Yeah, it's a miserable drive.
It's terrible. The Route 30, 94 is just
oh, now they got it all tore up. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
God. And then, of course, that makes Ridge Road a stink pot.
Right.
You can't get there from here.
No. Getting across Lake and Porter County is just it's a challenge.
Well, then when you get over here into Crook County, this is just as bad.
Did you hear about the pop tax they're going to start doing now?
Come on. That's so bad.
Yeah, it really is.
They're going to come and raid my pop machine for 10 cents?
Yep, it's a penny for every ounce is what they're going to charge you now.
I know. I got a guy working for me. He probably drinks about 180 ounces a day. It's going to cost him $1.80.
You're going to have to start paying him more.
I know. He's going to want to raise.
Just for his pop habit.
Yeah, that's our county. Of course, it didn't go into effect today because it was supposed to. A judge stopped, so we'll see what happens. But that's just, it's like our cars.
Yep.
These people are going with electric cars in California, and they're going to get taxed by the mile.
That's right.
Rather than gas tax, because, we don't have any gas tax now, so we got to charge you for how many miles you drive.
And then their electric bill at home is going to be going up because they've got a toaster plugged into the garage.
Absolutely. They got a big toaster.
A big toaster.
Yeah, a large microwave plugged into the garage that's always on high.
Yep.
And you know what? They don't understand that this car is not. First of all, electric car is still fossil fuel.
Exactly.
Where do you think electricity comes from?
Yeah, there's a power plant out there puking out even more electricity now just
Absolutely,
to power
and
your
belching
electric
black
car.
coal smoke.
Yeah.
So it's not a electricity is a fossil fuel.
Yeah, but you know what? They're going to feel better about themselves.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope they are. Why not natural gas?
Why
There's
not?
absolutely nothing wrong with natural gas. You could run the same engine. All it is a little bit of different carburation or fuel injection type stuff, and you could run the same thing. And we got more natural gas than we know what to do with.
I think that's your fault.
I know. I might be well, Sandy. I'm not allowed to eat cabbage anymore. That's off the books. But anyway, they have natural gas, and they won't. Of course, again, they'll find a way. They got to find a way to tax you.
Right.
The electric car is no way to hide.
No, absolutely not. I think we just got to keep on driving what we're driving and be happy with what we're driving.
And that's the other thing. There was talk about getting down on the hot rods and enforcing some existing laws about mileage and noise.
And noise
you
and
know what?
horsepower. Yep.
I dare them.
Yeah, go ahead and
I
try.
double dog dare them. There's
There's-
more people that actually love cars in this country. America is in love with their automobile.
That's right.
And it doesn't have to be brand new, although a nice new one is nice to have.
Yeah.
But an old one is even nicer to have.
That's right. Yeah, we love them. And the whole idea is, too, you want to be able to work on your car. That's, it's the part of the camaraderie. You have your guys over, you sit in the garage, you throw a few back, and you're working on your car on the evenings.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it's all about.
That's good old home fun.
Yeah, they can't take that away.
No, they won't. They don't dare.
No, not at all.
Can you imagine poor John Golfus? He'd be fleetless. we'd have to put him in a home. He'd be shaking so bad. No hot rod.
I think most of us would be.
Oh my God, yeah, me too. I mean, what I talk about? That's like I went to that show Thursday.
Yeah.
At Blue Top, they had WGN was there filming. It was a great hamburger. Blah blah blah. It was really cool, and the place was jammed with hot rods.
That's awesome.
There had to be 100 hot rods there, on that little bitty lot there.
Yeah,
And he's out there directing traffic. Oh my God, I don't know how he does it. I don't know how he keeps his sanity.
He does an awesome job out there. We've been out there for a couple of events, and it's just when he's got a full parking lot and with all those people running around.
Oh, and kids. There was kids everywhere and families, and the girls are all dressed up in poodle skirts.
I love it.
It was cool.
Yeah.
It's just like going back to my childhood. I was having a ball. And then, you know what? I actually saw a bunch of teenagers running around, didn't have their nose in a phone.
Good for them. That's right.
This is a biggie. This has got how many people it's taking care. I mean, it's doing stuff for
We're doing
Combat Bike Savers.
Yeah,
involved.
the charity we're raising money for is Operation Combat Bike Saver. Now, if you don't know anything about them, jump online and check out OperationCombatBikeSaver.com. They're a non-for-profit organization that helps out veterans and first responders who are suffering from PTSD and any other sorts of mental illness of, being, part of the war atmosphere or part of just being in a stressful situation.
Before there was PTSD, it was called shell shock.
Shell shock, right.
Because they always attributed it to the noise involved with war. But now they know it's a lot more and a lot deeper than that.
It's a lot deeper than that, exactly.
Absolutely.
And now I didn't serve in the military, but I've had friends that did, and I also had family that did, and I feel very strongly about helping out our soldiers who are come home, especially the guys that can't get a job or can't be employed because of problems that they're having and not feeling like they can be a part of something anymore. So that's why they're a really good organization. And what they do is they put together a group of guys, or a group. Actually, now they have their very first woman who's a candidate, who's part of their organization now, and
Wow.
what she is, or what they are.
Well, they're a part of combat these days.
They're part
that's
of
the way
combat,
it is.
exactly. And they are. They put together. What they do is they put together a group of guys, and they build a motorcycle, and one of them gets the motorcycle as part of a brotherhood. And they're not just building motorcycles anymore. They're talking about building scooters. They're talking about building, trikes, just all kinds of fun things. And what it does, it gives them a brotherhood, and it gives them an organization and something they can depend on. And then before the show actually starts, the CVMA, the Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association from here in Northwest Indiana, they're doing a charity ride before our car show starts.
How cool is that? Where's it going to go from?
It's going to go from the Cedar Lake Town grounds. They're going to go out to, I think, DeMont, and then they're going to turn around and they're going to come back and they're going to end up back at the show again.
DeMott.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So they're going to go for a couple hour ride, and then they're going to be back sometime in the afternoon and join us.
They go right by the Naked City. Maybe I'll go with.
Calumet Harley Davidson has been our huge help of us. They've been helping us out.
Chuck and Anna are just two of the best.
Absolutely.
It doesn't get any better than those guys. That's an absolute for sure. So you're going to have motorcycles, cars, trucks. Who's going to judge all this? How am I going to judge all this? I'm not that. Holy cow.
We're going to need some help. I think we got to make some phone calls.
You know what? I've been a car guy for 45 years. So I can handle it. Trust me.
No, you can't.
That's all I know. I don't know anything else. Don't ask me to look and judge your house because I couldn't tell you a good one from a bad one.
But I tell you what,
I know a good car from a bad car.
The Rusted Knuckles and the Slackers Car Club are both going to be out there helping us out. They're both going to have special awards for their particular picks. So those guys are going to be out there giving us a hand and setting us up. And
Rusted Knuckles. My buddy Daryl's going to be there.
Daryl's going to be there.
I got some old shirts for him. I've been saving.
You've been saving your old extras.
Yeah, his wife's she's starting to learn how to iron his shirts with a beach ball in them. So.
Oh man, I hope he's not listening.
Oh, I bet he is. I'm hoping he is. Yeah,
Daryl, if you're listening, call in.
My buddy Daryl.
You can shout back at George.
That's my man.